Hey guys, welcome to another video. I really wanted to just come on here and talk about the new E.L.F. Christmas collection or holiday collection that they have come out. I did purchase some of the stuff from the collection and I just wanted to show you guys before the season, in case you wanted to pick it up before it's sold out. So if you're interested to watch what's new at E.L.F., just keep on watching. Okay, so I already did my base off of camera because there is new base products coming out for the holidays for E.L.F. Well, not my entire base, but I did do my foundation and powder and brows, and I'm leaving my cheeks bare because we do want to try out some of the new stuff that they have. And I just kept everything in the package because I really wanted to show you guys how cute the package was this year. So first up we have the Give Me Some Sugar lip balm set. It just looks like this. Now this is a lip set that they came out with their new Ride or Die lip balm formula, and in this set it just has the cherry scent or flavor, the Mighty Mint, and the Tough Cookie. And normally this retails for $5 each, so in the set you're getting 3 for $10. So you have basically one lip balm free. So let's just open this up. Look how cute the packaging is. It's like candy canes. So inside it just looks like this. Comes with the 3 lip balms and they plop right out. Let's get the So I am gonna put one on my lips in the meantime while we do all of the other new stuff that they have going on. So I just think I'm gonna go with the Tough Cookie because I do like the scent of that. It literally smells like cookies. Now these do have a sheer tint to them. I really love the formula and the way they made these lip balms. It's more of a, I wouldn't say heavy, but it is a heavy duty lip balm. I like to use the Mighty Mint flavor after I finish my skincare in the nights. It's just nice and cooling and you get that minty smell. So it's really spa-like before bed. And hey, you're getting one free, so I think this is a pretty good deal. Next, I did pick up the new eyeshadow palette that they launched for the holidays. It's their 15 pan palette and it retailed for $10. This is the Hot Chocolate Eyes palette. This looks like this. Let's open her up. Just a normal packaging that they have for their 15 pan eyeshadows, and I really had to pick this up because of the colors. I mean, look at that. Very warm toned, very pretty colors in here, and you do have your golds, your red burgundy shades, and a pop of green, so it's great for the holidays. So this is a pretty palette. Let me just do some swatches for you guys. Now this palette doesn't have any names or anything, but let's just do a swatch of some of the shimmers. One there. One right next to it. Let me just keep this here. They did swatch pretty well. I really love that gold shade. And there's not a lot of kickback in this palette. I just blew a little bit because of the gold. I dug my finger into there. But it's not powdery at all, at least not the shimmers. So we're going to get into this a little bit later. Next, we have their cheek palette that they came out with for the holidays. And this is the Candy Cheek Palette. In here, it has 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, 2 shimmer blushes, and 2 matte blushes. And this retails for $10. Same candy cane packages with the prices right on the corner there. This looks like this. Now I do want to say right off the bat, with the cheek palette, it did come off more vibrant online. I mean, if you check it out online, the colors really popped. And this is just a really muted palette in person. And honestly, if you're light to medium skin tone, fine, this will be great. Maybe it can work on medium, but other than that, I don't see people that's much darker than I am getting much use out of this palette, which is a bummer. So shadows are just really muted, and it's really light. So E.L.F, come on, step your game up. You can make darker shades than this. So this is the cheek palette. We're gonna try it out in a few. And another thing I picked up, I don't know if they had this before or not, but they did bring it out back for the holiday season. It's their 100 pan palette for 15 bucks, and I mean, it was a great deal. So I picked this up as well. They have all of the shadows right here on the front. So this is what you get. It's just a 100 pan palette. I picked it up because I thought it would have been a really great gift to give somebody for the holidays. So that is it for the collection. Now, it may seem like just a few things, but honestly, with their holiday collections, what they usually do is repackage some of their old products that they already sell. So I didn't pick up what they already sell because I didn't want it to be redundant. I just picked up the new products that I haven't seen before, haven't tested before. So we're gonna dive into that right now. Okay, first up, we can start with the eyes, and we are gonna use the hot chocolate palette. And we're just gonna go for a more fall, warm kind of look. So first of all, I'm just gonna grab a big fluffy brush. This is the JH36, and we just go into the color, this color right here, just for our transition shade. And even though the color did look a little bit muted on camera, it is a very warm tone shadow. It's not very cool tone. It's still picking up as warm, so that's good. I love a warm tone shadow. And just a little bummer about this palette, it doesn't have a mirror, and it would have been really cool to just, you know, pick it up and get going. But I have to look into the monitor to do this eye look, but we're gonna work with it. Okay, next up, I'm going into the shade right next to it, this chocolatey brown right there in the center. I just bob that in right to the outer and blend that into the crease as well. Just flick it out a bit to get that nice winged out effect. We're going to do the same with the other eye. Okay, next, on a smaller, fluffier brush, I'm just going to use the Morphe M506 and take this nice deep chocolatey brown here. I'm just really drawn to the browns in this palette. I love a brown smoky eye. And just continue to deepen up that outer V. And these shadows are performing very nicely, creamy, not much fallout, and I do have my base on already, so that's good. And I mean, E.L.F has really stepped their game up with shadows recently, because I remember their formula used to be very powdery, very, you know, it used to fade with time, and they really stepped up the game with their formula. So I am excited about that because the price is on point. And just drag the excess into the crease as well after we get most of the product on the outer V. Now I am going to try to use as much shadows as possible in this look. That's why I'm just deepening the V, so we can see how the shadows blend well together and the tones of brown peeking through. So far so good. Okay, next, I don't know what shade I want to use. I really want to do green, but it doesn't go with my outfit, so I'm gonna take this more glittery, it's kind of like a metallic brown here, pinky brown, and I'm just gonna go in with my finger for that shade and tap that right in the center. Oh, it's very pretty and matches, so that's great. I really like that color. Okay, so now for the inner corner, I'm just gonna go in with this pretty champagne, or should I do gold? No, I'm gonna stick to the champagne color right here. With my finger again. That's the beauty of not having long nails. I can just go right in with my finger, press that right into and blend it into that other color. Ooh. And although it's a champagne shade, it does have a flecks of pink, which is pretty. Ooh, I do like how that looks. So just for the bottom lash line, I'm just gonna take a pencil brush. This is the 321. I am gonna take this shade right here. It's more of like a pinky burgundy shade right there, and smudge that on the lower lash line. And then go back in with the dark brown that we used earlier, the darkest brown in the palette, and connect the outer to the bottom lash line. If you don't make an ugly face when you're doing your bottom lash line, are you really doing your bottom lash line? Let's be honest. Okay, so I'm liking how that's looking so far. Okay, just to see how the shadow performs when you wet your brush, I'm just gonna wet this little E.L.F. concealer brush real quick. And go back in with that same champagne-y shade and see if it pops even more. And just take that same little brush and highlight right under the brow bone. I do like how the eye look came out, so I really love this palette. I love the formula. If you notice in the pan, there's not much kickback at all. It's really creamy. Really love the browns in this palette. It's just really creamy. It blends well together, and I mean, for the price, you can't beat the quality. So I highly recommend this. If you want to pick up something from the holiday collection, I recommend the palette. It's so good. Okay, so next, let's move on to the rest of the face. We're just gonna go in with the palette, and I'm just gonna take my blush. Actually, let's bronze first. And bronze up the face a little. As you can see, it's really not showing up much on me because I am more of a medium toned skin, so I really doubt that it'll show up on at all on anybody even slightly darker than I am, which is a bummer. Okay, next I'm just gonna go in with my Wet n Wild powder brush for my blush, and I just want to dip into this matte shade at the end here. Okay, so that's a little bit more pigmented than the bronzer right off the bat, and it is a pretty color. I'm just really bummed that it didn't do a palette that was suitable for all skin tones, or at least 2 palettes or some kind of variety, you know, because it's 2020. Come on, there's no excuse to do a palette just for light and medium skin tones anymore. So I wouldn't recommend getting this if you're even the slightest bit darker than me. It wouldn't show up well on you. It will just look ashy. So let's just use this palette for our highlight as well, since we're already here. And I'm just looking for my highlighter brush. I'm going in with the first shade in the palette, which is this champagne-y highlight shade. Let's see what happens. I mean, do you guys see anything? Because I'm not really... I mean, do you guys see anything? Because I'm not really see it. I mean, where is the highlight? And I'm dipping into the pan. You can see in the pan the amount of fallout around it. Okay, I'm not getting anything from this palette, unfortunately. Let me just swatch it. Get that top layer off. I mean, it does swatches nicely. This is the shade right there. It's more of like a lit within kind of glow. So let's just go back again now that I got that top layer off and see what happens. And I am... oh yeah, you're seeing a little something now. It's really like a lit from within glow. It's not anything blinding. So if it is that you're a fan of a beaming highlight, I wouldn't recommend this palette to you. You wouldn't get much use out of it because this is a more natural highlight, and I am going really ham in the palette. So, but it is pretty for, you know, those no makeup days. And you can see the amount of kickback I do have in the palette, just trying to get some product out. So just highlight the nose. I mean, yeah, it's a glow. It's not really a highlight, I would say. It's more like a shimmery powder, and it's a lot of kickback to get just that. So I'm just not gonna have to recommend this. This is a pass for me. So you live and you learn. Thank God it was affordable. Okay, next let's go in with some mascara and just coat the lashes real quick. Now this is a very nice affordable mascara option. It's really lengthening and you can really get the volume if you just maneuver it a little bit. Finesse it a little bit, if you will. Okay, next, just to finish off the look and stick with the theme of E.L.F. makeup, I'm just gonna take one of their lipsticks that they came out with. This is the shade, this is the Seriously Satin lipstick in the shade Cider. And there you go. I'll just put that right over the lip balm. It is coming off more red on camera, which I don't like because we have like a burgundy pink eye. So let's just change that real quick. Let's just go in with the darkest color they did come out with. This is the shade Cocoa. This is a pretty coffee kind of brown. Okay, I really like how that looks. Really fall, really holiday. So this is going to be the final look. I love the shade, and they're picking up more red on camera because all of them have like a red base in them. But I do love the pretty shade. I do love the eyeshadow palette and the lip glosses. So if you guys want to pick up either of those, I think it's a great deal because it is packaged for the holidays, so you do get a bit of a discount on there. So I really liked how it came out, guys. I really love the finished look. The lipstick is nice, the eyeshadow is nice and creamy. So I do like how that came out. So if you guys are interested to test out or to just get a little treat for yourself for the holidays, I think this is a great option. I think E.L.F. is a great brand. And yeah, this is it for the video. So if you guys enjoyed, just be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below and give a like. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.